I have a confession. I've never actually watched the original Titanic movie. If you're wondering why, I'm just not really a big fan of romance movies, except for this and this. However, on literally the same day, or around the time I made my last video, which is yesterday at the time I'm recording this, they made a video about it. Let's see how these real stories handle this plot.
The baby was red in the face, screaming at the top of his lungs.
It's because he realized exactly what type of video he was in. Did you know they had modern clothes in the time of the Titanic?
So I just nodded. If she were a boy, she could have helped out so much more. Girls are just useless.
Oh no, we're dealing with that kind of story, aren't we? Yeah, this totally makes sense for a Titanic video. Also, did you know they had modern kitchens in the time of the Titanic?
Crybabies. Just then, my brother Zach, who was a year younger than me, walked into the kitchen. He saw my face and
Oh no, it's Sonic Man, but younger. And I also just realized that Soliana would actually be more accurate to the time period of the Titanic than what's in this video.
that's why everyone at school thought I was the daughter of some wealthy family, especially because I had just moved into town recently.
Congratulations! You have done the first thing that is even remotely related to the original story.
With that, he walked off, leaving the twins behind. I was so humiliated as everyone stared at me in shocked silence.
Oh my goodness, she has family? This is the most shocking thing I've ever seen in my whole life. They know I have family. This is so embarrassing.
And then I had to do all the cleaning. She would stand by my side and wave notes in my face that I couldn't even read. She kept writing notes to my dad about how I was the stupidest kid in the family, which really made him roar with laughter.
I cannot read this note about how I'm the stupidest kid in the world. It's not like me knowing what that note says automatically contradicts that sentence.
But off to support the family, but we could barely make ends meet.
So now you've done the second thing that is even remotely close to the movie. So it's the same person, pretty much going through the same situations of the two main characters of the movie. Is that really the only similarity? Now, I might be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure that's not enough to make your story based off the Titanic.
Where to go? My friend Rachel from the cafe was heading off to a little town by the sea as she just accepted a job on a cruise ship. I talked to her, and Rachel helped me get a job as a housekeeper on the cruise ship. It was
Oh, so now this makes a little more sense, but I'm pretty sure the Titanic wasn't the only ship that sank, and I'm pretty sure you could have just done this story without it, but what do I know?
also, no one was going to recognize us out of our ugly uniforms. Well, that was probably true, I thought to myself as I
Do 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 do. Hey, wait a minute. You two are supposed to be at work. What? We were wearing different clothes. How did you recognize us? You people aren't Superman. You can't fool us just by changing clothes.
walking towards me, the whole ship shook, and we heard a loud cracking sound. Everyone in the room started screaming and running out of the hall in a panic. Soon enough, the captain started making announcements that the ship had hit an iceberg, and it was going to sink. People
This is very clearly a tropic ship. Who put a tropic ship in a place that has icebergs?
on the deck, I could see that people had started to leave the ship on the small lifeboats as I put life jackets on my brothers.
So it went from day to night in the span of a couple minutes? That's the fastest sunset I've ever seen in my entire life.
Tugged at my sleeve and said, "That was awesome! We're on an adventure! And it's gonna be really fun, right?" I looked down at his excited face and smiled. Yes, it will.
So this kid and his family were just lowered into the middle of the ocean after a sinking ship, and he thinks he's going on some kind of field trip. Good for him! So yeah, that was the video. It was really bad, just like all these other stories. Now, it isn't as ridiculously stupid as I have X-ray vision, but it still does make you facepalm, and this video is also a complete clickbait. Well, I am thinking about doing more of these, so please let me know if you want more. Anyway, see you guys later.